Rational Optimist by Matt Ridley. Prologue. When Ideas Have Sex. In other classes of animals, the individual advances from infancy to age or maturity, and he attains, in the compass of a single life, to all the perfection his nature can reach. But, in the humankind, the species has a progress as well as the individual. They build in every subsequent age on foundations formerly laid. On my desk as I write sit two artifacts of roughly the same size and shape. One is a cordless computer mouse. The other a hand axe from the Middle Stone Age, 500,000 years old. Both are designed to fit the human hand, to obey the constraints of being used by human beings. But they are vastly different. One is a complex confection of many substances with intricate internal design, reflecting multiple strands of knowledge. The other is a single substance reflecting the skill of a single individual. The difference between them shows that the human experience of today is vastly different from the human experience of 500,000 years ago. This book is about the rapid, continuous, and incessant change that human society experiences in a way that no other animal does. What is it about human beings that enables them to keep changing their lives in this tumultuous way? The Rational Optimist by Matt Ridley. Prologue. When Ideas Have Sex. In other classes of animals, the individual advances from infancy to age and maturity, and he attains, in the compass of a single life, to all the perfection his nature can reach. But in the humankind, the species has a progress as well as the individual. They build on every subsequent and the foundations and the relay. On my desk sit two artifacts roughly the same size in shape. One is a cordless computer mouse. The other a hand axe from Middle Stone Age, 500,000 years old. Both are designed to fit a human hand, to obey the constraints of being used by human beings. But they are vastly different. One is a complex confection and many substances with internal design, reflecting strands of knowledge. The other is a single substance reflecting skill of a single individual. The difference between them shows that the human experiences today is vastly different from the human is 500,000 years ago. This book is about the rapid, continuous, and incessant change in human society in the way that no other animal does. What is it about the human beings that enable them to keep changing their lives in a tumultuous way? The Rational Optimist. Prologue. When Ideas Have Sex. In other classes of animals, individual advances from infancy to age or maturity. It attains the compass of a single life to all the perfection his nature can reach. But in the humankind, the species has progress as well as the individual. They build on every subsequent on foundations formulated. On my desk as I read, see two artifacts roughly the same size and shape. One is a cordless computer mouse. The other a hand axe from the Middle Stone, 500,000 years old. Both are designed to fit the human hand, to obey the constraints of being used by human beings. But they are vastly different. One is a complex confection of many substances with internal design, reflecting multiple strands of knowledge. The other is a single substance reflecting the skill of a single individual. The difference between them shows the human experience of today is vastly different from the human experience of 500,000 years old. This book is about the rapid, continuous, and incessant change that human society experiences no way no other animal does. What is it about human beings that enable them to keep changing their lives into this way? The Rational Optimist. Prologue. When Ideas Have Sex. In other classes of animals, the individual advances from infancy to age or maturity, and he attains, in the compass of a single life, to all the perfection his nature can reach. But In the humankind, the species has a progress as well as the individual. They build in very every subsequent age, and the foundations formally laid. On my desk, as I write, see two artifacts of roughly the same size and shape. One is a cordless computer mouse, the other a hand axe from the Middle Stone Age, 500,000 years old. Both are designed to fit the human hand, to obey the constraints of being used by human beings. But they are vastly different. One is a complex confection of many substances with intricate internal design reflecting multiple strands of knowledge. The other is a single substance, reflecting the skill of a single individual. The difference between them shows that the human experience of today is vastly different from the human experience of 500,000 years ago. This book is about the rapid, continuous, and incessant change that human society experiences in a way that no other animal does.
The Rational Optimist.
Prologue.
When ideas have sex.
In other classes of animals, the individual advances from infancy to age or maturity, and he attains in the compass of a single life to all the perfection his nature can reach. But in the humankind, the species has a progress as well as the individual. They build in every subsequent age on foundations formally laid.
On my desk,
as I write, to see two artifacts of roughly the same size and shape. One is a cordless computer mouse, the other a hand axe from the Middle Stone, 500,000 years old. Both are designed to fit the human hand, to obey the constraints of being used by human beings, but they are vastly different. One is a complex confection of many substances with intricate internal design, reflecting multiple strands of knowledge. The other is a single substance reflecting the skill of a single individual. The difference between them shows that the human experience today is vastly different from the human experience of 500,000 years ago. This book is about the rapid, continuous, and excessive change that human society experiences in a way that no other animal. What is about human beings that enables them to keep changing their lives in the tumultuous way? In other classes of animals, the individual advances from infancy to age or maturity, and he attains in the compass of a single life to all the perfection of his nature can reach. But in the humankind, the species has a progress as well as the individual. They build in every subsequent age on foundations formally laid. It has a progress as well as the individual. They build in every subsequent age on foundations formally laid. One on my desk as I write, see two artifacts of roughly the same size. And shape. One is a cordless computer mouse, the other a hand axe from the Middle Stone Age, 500,000 years old. Both are designed to fit the human hand, to obey the constraints of being used by human beings. But they are vastly different. One is a complex confection of many substances, with intricate internal design reflecting multiple strands of knowledge. The other is a single substance reflecting the skill of a single individual. The difference between them shows that the human experience of today is vastly different from the human experience of 500,000 years ago. This book is about the rapid, continuous, and incessant change. Incessant change that human society experiences in a way that no other animal does. What is about human beings that enable them to keep changing their lives in this tumultuous way? The Rational Optimist by Mary. Prologue. When ideas have sex. In other classes of animals, the individual advances from infancy to age maturity, and he attains the compass of a single life to all the perfection his nature can reach. But in the humankind, the species has a progress as well as the individual. They build on a very subsequent age on foundations formerly laid.
On my desk as I read,
sat two artifacts roughly the same size and shape. One is a cordless computer mouse, the other hand axe from the Middle Stone Age, 500,000 years old. Both are designed to fit the human hand, to obey the constraints of being used by human beings. But they are vastly different. One is a complex confection of many substances with intricate internal design, reflecting multiple strands of knowledge. The other is a single substance reflecting the skill of a single individual. The difference between them shows that human experience of today is vastly different from human experience of 500,000 years old.
This book
is about the rapid, continuous, and excessive change that human society experiences in a way that no other animals does. What is it about human beings that enable us to change
in this
tumultuous way?
Storage containers are scarce, so toy makers are focused on small, squishy toys for the holidays. By Nathaniel Meyerson. Jay Foreman, the chief executive of toy maker Basic Fun, was in a bind over the summer. The end-of-year holiday shopping rush was quickly approaching, but Foreman was struggling to book shipping containers to ferry the company's toys, which include Tonka trucks, Care Bears, and Cutitos. And when he did find some, the costs were exorbitant. In a normal year, Basic Fun, based in Boca Raton, Florida, can export everything its customers order from its factories in China. It's automatic, Foreman said. The company can set it and forget it. But not this year. Not in a year in which 20-foot and 40-foot shipping containers became scarce and more expensive to deliver goods from factories overseas to U.S. ports and back. The spot rate of booking a 40-foot container from Shanghai to Los Angeles hit $10,229 the first week of August, up 238% from the same time a year prior, according to Drury, a maritime research consultancy. So Foreman had to make a decision about which toys Basic Fun would focus on sending stores for the holidays. And he had to make it by September, so the goods would arrive in time. He found an easy answer to a complicated problem: small, squishy toys. Storage containers are scarce, so toy makers are focused on small, squishy toys for the holidays. By Nathaniel Meyerson. Jay Foreman, the chief executive of toy maker Basic Fun, wasn't
behind the summer.
The end-of-year holiday shopping rush was quickly approaching. The Foreman was struggling to book shipping containers to ferry the company's stores, which included Tonka trucks, Care Bears, and potatoes. And when he did find some, the costs were absorbed. In a normal year, Basic Fun, based in Boca Raton, Florida, can export everything customers order from its factories to China. It's automatic and set. The company can set it, forget it. But not this year.
Not in the year in which 20-foot and 40-foot shipping container became scarce and more expensive to deliver goods for actors overseas to U.S. port back.
The spot rate of booking a 40-foot container from Shanghai to Los Angeles
is $10,229 the first year, up 238% same time a year prior, according to Drury, a maritime research consultancy.
So Foreman had to make a decision
about which toys Basic Fun would focus on sending stores for the holidays,
and he had to make it by
September so the goods arrive in time.
He found an easy answer
to the complicated problem: small, squishy toys.
Storage
containers are scarce, so toy makers are focused on small, squishy toys for the holidays.
By Nathaniel
Meyerson. Jay Foreman, the chief executive of toy maker Basic Fun, was invited someone.
The end-of-year
holiday shopping rush was quickly approaching, but Foreman was struggling to book shipping containers to ferry the company, which included Tonka trucks, Care Bears, and potatoes.
And when
they did find some, the costs were absorbed.
In a normal year,
Basic Fun,
based in Boca Raton, Florida, can export everything its customers order from its factories in China. It's automatic.
It's automatic from
the company can set it,
forget it.
But not this year.
Not
in the year in which 20-foot and 40-foot shipping containers became scarce
and more expensive to deliver goods from factories overseas to U.S. ports back.
The spot rate of
booking a 40-foot container from Shanghai to Los Angeles is $10,229 for the first week holiday, up 238% for the same time prior, according to Drury, a maritime research consultant.
So Foreman had to make a decision
about which toys Basic Fun would focus on sending stores for the holidays,
and he had to make
it by September so the goods would arrive in time.
He found an
easy answer to a complicated problem: small, squishy toys. Storage containers are scarce. So toy markets are focused on small, squeamish toys for the holidays. By Nathaniel Meyerson. Jay Foreman, the chief executive of toy maker Basic Fun, was in a bind over the summer. The end-of-year holiday shopping rush was quickly approaching, but Foreman was struggling to book shipping containers to ferry the company's toy, which include Tonka trucks, Care Bears, and potatoes. And when he did find some, the costs were exorbitant. In a normal year, Basic Fun, based in Boca Raton, Florida can export everything its customers order from its factories in China, its automatic format said. The company can set it and forget it. But not this year, not in a year in which 20-foot and 40-foot shipping containers became scarce and more expensive to deliver goods from factories overseas to U.S. ports and back. The spot rate of booking a 40-foot container from Shanghai to Los Angeles hit 10,229 the first week of August, up 238% from the same time a year prior. According to Jory, a multi-time research consultancy. So Foreman had to make a decision about which toys Basic Fun would focus on sending stores for the holidays, and he had to make it by September, so the goods would arrive in time. He found an easy answer to complicated problem: small, squeamish toys.
Storage containers are scarce, so toy makers are focused on small, squishy toys for the holidays. By Nathaniel Marathon.
Jay Foreman, the chief executive of Toy Maker Basic Fun, was in a bind over the summer. The end-of-year holiday shopping rush was quickly approaching, but Foreman was struggling to book shipping containers to ferry the company's toys, which include talking trucks, Care Bears, and Contitos. And when they did find some, the costs were exorbitant. In a normal year, Basic Fun, based in Boca Raton, Florida, can export everything its customers order from its factories in China. It's automatic, Foreman said. The company can set it and forget it. But not this year. Not in a year in which 20-foot and 40-foot shipping containers became scarce and more expensive to deliver goods from factories overseas to U.S. ports and back. The spot of booking a 40-foot container from Shanghai to Los Angeles hit $10,229 the first week of August, up 238% from the same time a year prior, according to Drew, a maritime research consultancy. So Foreman had to make a decision about which toys Basic Fun would focus on sending stores for the holidays. And he had to make it by September, so goods would arrive in time. He found an easy answer to a complicated problem: small, squishy toys. Storage containers are scarce, so toy makers are focused on small, squishy toys for the holidays. By Daniel Marathon. Jay Foreman, the chief executive of Toy Maker Basic Fun, wasn't buying with some. The end of the holiday shopping rush was quickly approaching, but Foreman was struggling to book shipping containers to ferry the company's trucks, Contitos. And when they did find some, the costs were exorbitant. In a normal year, Basic Fun, based in Boca Raton, Florida, can export everything customers order from factories China. It's automatic, said. The company can set it and forget it. But not this year. Not in the year which 20-foot and 40-foot shipping containers became scarce and more expensive to deliver goods for ferry overseas to U.S. ports back. The spot rate booked a 40-foot container from Shanghai to Los Angeles at $10,229 the first week, up 230% from the same time year prior, according to Julie, a maritime researcher.
So Foreman had to make a decision about which toys Basic Fun would focus on sending stores for the holidays. And he had to make it by September, so the goods would
arrive in time.
He found an easy answer to a complicated problem: small, squishy toys.
Small, squishy toys. 1140 pomodoro. It is
Spencer Review.
Spencer
Prisoner
Review.
of the House of Windsor.
Prisoner of the House.
Kristen Stewart stars as an anguished, rebellious Princess Diana in Pablo Larraín's Answer to the Crown by A.O. Scott. Spencer is a Christmas movie in which a big, dysfunctional family gathers at the holiday to feast, exchange gifts, and engage in peculiar traditions meant to provide a bit of fun. Spencer is a horror movie about a fragile woman held captive in a smoky mansion, tormented by sadistic monsters and their treacherous minions. Spencer is a psychological thriller about a powerful, unaccountable authoritarian conspiring to crush the spirit of an independent-minded rebel. Spencer is a love story, a melodrama of maternal devotion, an early 90s fashion parade, and a very British baking show. The scones and pastries are organic. Spencer, described by its director, Pablo Larraín, as a fable from a true tragedy, is all of the above, and is also a fact-inspired drama about Diana, Princess of Wales, played with grit and grace by Kristen Stewart. Diana, who died in a car crash in 1997, and whose maiden name gives Larraín's film's title, is hardly an obscure figure, a global celebrity and tabloid fixture in her lifetime. She remains somehow irresistible.
Spencer Review. Spencer Review, Prisoner of the House of Windsor. Kristen stars as an anguished, rebellious Princess Diana in Paulo Lauren's Answer to the Quran by A.O. Scott. Spencer is a Christmas movie in which a big, dysfunctional family gathers at a holiday to feast, exchange gifts, and engage in peculiar traditions meant to provide a bit of fun. Spencer is a horror movie about a fragile woman held captive in a spooky mansion, tormented by sadistic monsters and their treacherous minions. Spencer is a psychological thriller about a powerful, unaccountable authoritarian cabals conspiring to crush the spirit of an independent-minded rebel.反抗者造 thriller about a powerful unaccountable 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 authoritarian cabal conspiring to crush the spirit of an independent-minded rebel conspire to crush the spirit of independence minded rebel. Spencer is a love story, a melodrama of maternal devotion. Maternal devotion. maternal devotion, an early 90s fashion parade, and a very British baking show. Baking show. The scones and the pastries are organic. Scone. Scones and pastries. Pastries. Spencer described its direct parallelism as a fable from a truly tragedy. It's all of the above, and also a fact-inspired drama about Diana, Princess of Wales, played with gravity and grace. Grace by Kirsten Stewart Diana, who died in a car crash. Crash. In 1997, and whose maiden name gives Lawrence film its title, is hardly an obscure figure, a global celebrity and a tabloid fixture in her lifetime. She remains somehow relatable. Obscure, global celebrity, tabloid fixture in her lifetime. Celebrated tablet fixture. In her lifetime, she remains somehow irresistible. Some it won't be easy, but we'll get across the river somehow. He's weird, and yet somehow he's attractive. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. We somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Steve Jobs. They somehow I must get it finished somehow. 想个办法。He somehow dropped behind, somehow or other, but somehow, someday, somehow, somehow or other, someday, somehow, someday. Be ill at ease and somehow confused. Be ill at ease and somehow confused. But somehow I will show the world. But some is get to you. Thriller, 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 thriller. 激动人心的比赛。 accountable, unaccountable.无责任，莫名其妙的。好，不可以。accountable, accountable, 有责任的。authoritarian,
Authoritarian.
authoritarian,独裁的，权力主义者，权力主义者 authoritarian, cabal, 阴谋政治。crush the conspiring, 密谋共谋，共同导致。密谋共谋，共同导致。crush 打碎。crush 碾成粉末，压坏，挤压，变形，镇压，碾成粉末。呀 rebel, melodrama,
情节剧 melodrama of a maternal 情节剧音乐剧。maternal 作为母亲。我看看吧 ，devotion 挚爱、忠诚、奉献。虔诚。An early fashion parade. Scones at a very British baking show. The scones and patches. Patriots. Page.
Hold on.
A fable， 寓言、谎言、神话、传说。Great fable， 做动词。Great tragedy 悲剧，悲惨事件，悲剧。Tragedy is all of the above and also a fact inspired. Drama about Diana, princess. Princess. Prince. Princess of Wales played with grace and grace. Great. Grace. 优美、优雅、文雅。高 crash 撞车撞车撞Q tablet has global celebrity at the tablet fiction tabloid fixture celebrity toilet fixture 既定人选固定装置 somehow irresistible irresistible 极度诱人的不可抵抗的resistible resistible resistance resistance resist resistance, thriller, 悬疑小说、惊险小说、戏剧、激动人心的比赛。unaccountable 不负责任的、不可理解的、无责任的。accountable 有责任的、可解释的。authoritarian cabal 政治阴谋 conspiring 密谋 conspire 共谋共同导致 crash rebel melodrama 情节剧音乐剧 melodrama 耸人听闻的事件 maternal 慈母般的作用 devotion scones patriots a fable 传言预言传说谎言 prince great 勇气杀力决心 grace 优雅高雅恩典大人 crash 撞毁破产倒闭 obscure tabloid celebrity fixture somehow irresistance manion treacherous monster spooky tournament sadistic monster treacherous hold captive 被圈养的被俘虏的 fragile horror mint peculiar feast dysfunctional rebellious anguish review Spencer Review Prisoner of the House Answer
Kristen Stewart
stars anguished rebellious Princess Diana in popular alliance to the crown
by A.O.
Scott.
Spencer
is a Christmas movie
in which a big
and which
dysfunctional family
dysfunctional gathers a holiday to feast, exchange gifts, and engage the peculiar traditions and to provide a bit of fun.
Spencer
is a horror movie about a fragile woman or captive, tormented by the sadistic treacherous minion.
Spencer is a
psychological thriller about powerful, unaccountable authoritarian cabal conspiring to crush the spirit independent minor rebel.
Spencer
is a love story, a melodrama of the maternal early 90s fashion period and a very British baking show. The scones pastries are organic.
Spencer
described by director how hilarious as a fable for mature tragedy is all of the above. It's also a fact-living inspired drama or Diana vs. Wales, played with great increase by Christians. Diana, who died in a car crash in 1997, and who was named Smart Type, is hardly an obscure figure,
a global
celebrity
fixture
in a lifetime.
She remains
somehow irresistible. Spencer Review Prisoner of the House of Windsor. Kristen Stewart stars as an anguished, rebellious princess Diana in Larian Answer to the Crown by A.O. Scott. Spencer is a Christmas movie in which a big, dysfunctional family gathers at a holiday to feast, exchange gifts, and engage in peculiar traditions meant to provide a bit of fun. Spencer is a horror movie about a fragile woman held captive in spooky mansion, tormented by sadistic monsters and their treacherous minions. Menace. Spencer is a psychological thriller about a powerful, unaccountable authoritarian cabal conspiring to crush the spirit of an independent minor rebel. Spencer is a love story, a melodrama of maternal devotion. Maternal devotion, an early 90s fashion parade, and a very British baking show. The scones and patties are organic. Spencer described its director, Palo Latin, as a fable from a true tragedy. It's all about a ball and also a fact-inspired drama about Diana, Princess of Wales, played with grace and grace by Kristen Stewart, Diana, who died in a car crash in 1997, and whose maiden name gives Latin's film its title, is hardly an obscure figure, a global celebrity and tabloid fixture in her lifetime. She remains somehow irresistible. Maiden, 少女未婚女子。Maiden name gives Latin films its title is hardly an obscure figure, a global celebrity and a tabloid fixture in her lifetime. She remains somehow irresistible.
Spencer Review.
Prisoner of the House of Windsor.
Kristen
stars and anguished, rebellious Princess Diana in Palo Larion's Answer to the Crown
by
A.O. Scott.
Spencer
is a Christmas movie in which a big, dysfunctional family gathers at a holiday to feast, exchange gifts, and engage in a peculiar tradition meant to provide a bit of fun.
Spencer
is a horror movie about a fragile woman held captive in a spooky mansion, tormented by a sadistic monster and their treacherous minions. Spencer is a psychological thriller about a powerful, unaccountable authoritarian cabal conspiring to crush the spirit of an independent minor rebel.
Spencer
is a love story, a melodrama of maternal devotion, an early 90s fashion parade, and a very British baking show. The scones and pastries are organic.
Spencer,
described by its director Palo Larian as a fable from a true tragedy, is all of the above, and also a fact-inspired drama about Diana, Princess of Wales, played with grace and grace by Kristen Stewart. Diana, who died in a car crash in 1997, and whose main name gives Lawrence film its title, is hardly an obscure figure, a global celebrity and tabloid fixture in her lifetime. She remains somehow irresistible.
Nature's first grain is gold, her hardest hill to hold. Her early leaves flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Adam sack to grave. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing good can stay. Guns, Germs, and Steel.
Guns, Germs, and Steel.
By Jared Diamond. Prologue. Yali's question.
We all know that history has proceeded very different for people from
different parts of the globe.
In the 13,000 years since the end of the last ice age, some parts of the world developed literal
society with metal tools. Other parts developed only non-literate fast
and still others retained societies of hunter-gatherers with stone tools.
Retained societies of hunter-gatherer with stone tools.
Those historical inequalities have cast long shadows in the modern world because the literate society with metal tools have conquered or exterminated the other societies. Although this difference constitutes the most basic fact of the world history, the reasons for them remain uncertain and controversial. This puzzling question of their origins was posed to me 25 years ago, a simple personal form. In July 1972, I was walking along the beach in the tropical island New Guinea, where as a biologist I studied bird evolution. I had already heard about a remarkable local politician named Aloud, who was touring this town. By chance, Yali and I were walking in the same direction on that day, and he overtook me. We walked together for an hour, talking during the whole time. Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond. Prologue. Yali's question. We all know that history is proceeded very different for people from different parts of the globe. In the 13,000 years since the end of the last ice age, some parts of the world developed industrial society with metal tools. Other parts developed only non-literal farming society, and still others retained societies of hunter-gatherer stone tools. Those historical inequalities have cast long shadows on the modern world because the literate society with metal tools have conquered or exterminated the other societies. Although this difference constituted the most basic world history, the reasons for them remain uncertain and controversial. This puzzling question of their origins was posed to me 25 years ago in a simple, personal form. In July 1972, I was walking along the beach on the tropical island New Guinea, where as a biologist I studied bird evolution. I had already heard about a remarkable local politician named Yali, who was touring this. By chance, Yali and I were walking in the same direction on that day, and he overtook me. We walked together for an hour, talking during the whole time. Guns, Germs, Steel by Jared Diamond. Prologue.
Yali's question.
We all know that history has proceeded very different for people from different parts of the globe. In the 13,000 years since the end of the last ice age, some parts of the globe developed industrial societies with metal tools. Other parts developed only non-literal farming, and still others retained societies of hunter-gatherers
with stone tools.
Those historical inequalities have cast long shadows on the modern world because the literate societies with metal tools have conquered or exterminated the other societies. Although this constitutes the most basic fact of world history, the reasons for them remain uncertain and controversial. This puzzling question the origins was supposed to be 25 years ago in simple personal form. In July 1972, I was walking along a beach on the tropical island of New Guinea, whereas a biologist studied bird evolution. I already heard about a remarkable local politician named Yali was touring this history. By chance, Yali and I were walking in the same direction on that day, and he overtook me. We walked together for an hour, talking during the whole time.